welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to talk to you tonight. Welcome to our Tuesday night live broadcast. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. If you are watching this because somebody else shared it on one of their social media channels, I'm so glad that you saw something or read something or heard something that compelled you to click on the link. So hopefully this won't be our last time connecting together. However, tonight we are going to be talking about something that I am so excited to announce. Many of you have asked about. Maybe some of you don't even know that you should have been asking or looking forward to this. However, for some of you, the decision to press play on this video is going to be the thing that changed your life forever. So let's rewind just a second. Last year, we announced our season 1, our pilot season of the biggest transformation. And that was where every single month we run monthly boot camps where we help people lose weight. We help people cross over from struggling and striving and stressing and floundering around, trying to figure weight loss out. You know, people that have been on the roller coaster, the hamster wheel of weight loss for a very long time. Doing good, not. Doing good, not. Going and then getting stressed out, getting frustrated, and really just, that's what we do on a monthly basis. But there's been so many times where people have said, Carmen, if I could just can you come live with me? Because if you would live with me, then I could do it. Well, obviously, I'm not moving in with you, and you're not moving in with me. However, we created something that is like the second best thing to other than the fact of me being in your pocket all day long. And that was our biggest transformation. And this is where I selected 7 people. We opened up enrollment, we opened up applications, and we had quite a few applications. And after reading all their answers, prayerfully considering everybody who applied, we narrowed it down to 7 individuals. And they have been, starting in January, journeying through this battle of the bulge, journeying through this declaring war on their weight loss. And I gotta tell you, the results. So you ever have something in your mind and you're like, okay, this is gonna change people's lives. This is gonna not only change their lives, but this is gonna change the direction in which their lives are going. This is gonna change everything about their lives. Well, that was my hope. That was my vision. That was my prayer, that this was gonna be one of those things that people would be able to look back on and say, it's because I was a part of that biggest transformation show. It's because I made the decision to apply and I was accepted. That changed everything. That was the start of the best of my life. Not the rest of your life, because we all have the rest of our life. But what I'm talking about is not just living out life as a so-so, not just living out life existing, but to live out life so that the rest of your life would be the best of your life. And what I can tell you is this season, by the way, if you haven't watched it, I'll link it in the comments so that way you can go back and watch it from the beginning. We're not quite finished yet. But this biggest transformation cast, this season, has blown away even my expectations. The transformations. And when I say transformation, listen, losing weight is bigger than just transforming your body, because anybody can go on a fad diet and lose weight. Anybody can go on a fad diet and drop a few pounds. But this was bigger than losing weight, because if you don't change your habits, if you don't change how you think, if you don't change those things, if you don't change emotionally, spiritually, mentally, then your body's never really going to change. Have you ever watched people go lose a ton of weight and then they go gain it all back? See, that's what happens when you're just following a diet, but you don't make any internal changes. And so watching the cast, we had a guy that within his first 6 weeks lost 50 pounds. 6 weeks, 50 freaking pounds. The cast in their first 6 weeks, 199 pounds. I mean, it has just been, the results have been where I just look at them and go, wow. Just this past week, one of our girls, Ashley, messaged the group and she said, hey, here was my day 1 and here's today. And you could see her silhouette smaller. You could see her arms, which are one of her least favorite parts of her body, she had muscle and definition. And like, I was just like, dang, to think that they just started where they were at in January. And within just a couple months to see the drastic changes that they have had. And so we are going to be crowning the winner of that season here in a couple weeks as we wind down into the home stretch of season 1. But with that being said, starting tomorrow, we are opening up season applications. Enrollment is opening for season 2 of The Biggest Transformation. Hold up, wait a minute. Did you hear? I feel like we need a drum roll, fireworks, champagne popping. When we first started season 1, there were several people who heard about it after we started or who didn't get accepted and were like, oh man, are you going to do this again? And the truth was, I didn't know. I hoped this would go well. I hoped this would work. I hoped that I would want to do a season 2 after doing season 1 because it's a lot of extra work on my part. There's a ton of accountability that goes into this, but the results are. But what I will tell you is after journeying through this with them, after watching their lives changed, after watching the results that have happened, I was just like, I can't not do it again. Like, I can't not. Like, yes, it's extra work. Yes, there's some days where I'm like, how am I going to get all this in? But the changes of the lives are, we can't not do it again. So starting tomorrow, or if you're watching this afterwards, starting on Wednesday, the day after this video is airing right now, the day after we're live right now, applications, you're able to submit your application. Enrollment is open. We are going to be starting to select our season 2 cast of The Biggest Transformation. So what does that mean? That means we are going to be selecting a handful of people. We can only have so many because this is not, if you've ever done a weight loss boot camp or you've ever done a weight loss, what's the word I'm looking for? If you've ever done any kind of accountability group, a diet, a trainer, a coach, this is that, but on steroids. This is accountability to the extreme. And I learned a very long time ago through business that when you have, the more accountability you have, the more success you have. This is them checking in with me every single day. This is them checking in with the other castmates every single day. This is them committing to a weekly meeting where we are tackling issues, we are answering questions, we are filming the footage. This is them having homework every single week. They literally have been dropped into an environment where failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. If they don't show up, they're getting a message from me saying, where are you at? What is going on? This is like, other than, again, you living with me or me living with you, you can't get much more accountable than this. And that is why the results have been so freaking spectacular. With that being said, we can't have 30 people in this group. We can't have 20 people in this group, not even close, because there's only, there's got to be that accountability. So here's how this works. This is a 12-week competition. It's a 12-week competition. And during those 12 weeks, you are competing with the other cast members to see who is going to lose their biggest percentage of their body mass. So we had a girl, Peggy, who started at just overweight. She was in the 160s. Her goal was to get down to 140. And then we had a guy start just shy of 400 pounds. So if you're just looking at total weight loss, she could never compete with him. But when you look at the total percentage of their body, that's how there's been some weeks where Peggy has just freaking killed some of the other people who have more, when I say killed, beat some of the other people that have more weight to lose because it's a percentage of her body. And so for the first 12 weeks, it is a competition to see who is going to be crowned the biggest transformation champion. And then after those 12 weeks, this is where the exciting part gets in. So these 7 people, the season 1, the pilot season, the cast members are going to be finishing their season. One person will win. We're currently taking applications for season 2. We're going to cast that season. But here's where something extra special comes in for those of you that are going to be applying for season 2 that we didn't have in season 1. The 7 people who have been journeying through this season, who have been transforming their lives, transforming their minds, transforming their bodies, transforming every single thing about themselves for the better, are now going to become mentors. They're going to enter another 12 weeks, and that's going to be our biggest transformation lifestyle phase. So now we're going to start talking about how do you adapt this to your life? How do you take what we've been doing for these first 12 weeks and switch it over to live every day? And many of them are not going to be at their goals. Most of them are not going to be at their goals, so they're still going to be losing weight as well. So there's a 12-week of the biggest transformation, and then there's a 12-week biggest transformation lifestyle phase. During those 12 weeks of the lifestyle phase, they are going to be mentoring you. Every single person who comes into season 2 is not only going to come in by having me as a coach, kicking your butt, and there's a lot of that going on. Listen, in our regular boot camps, sometimes Carmen brings out the bat, but most of the time, I don't. It's at your own pace, all that kind of stuff. If you don't show up, I'm not going to get on the phone and be like, where are you at, sucker? I haven't seen you all day today. But inside of the biggest transformation, no, you cannot hide. If you don't show up, I come find you. And so do the rest of the cast. So not only are you getting that, but you're also going to be assigned a mentor. You're going to be assigned somebody who just went through 12 weeks, somebody who just has a track record of kicking butt, taking names, beating old habits, beating failure. Most of these people have struggled with their weight their whole life. This isn't their first rodeo. They have a line of failures, diets, diet hopping, diet failures, quitting, giving up and giving in. One of our castmates, Ashley, this was her last ditch effort. It was like, if this doesn't work, I'm getting weight loss surgery. This is a woman, her doctors are telling her, no, you just can't lose weight. You have all these health problems and you've got to get surgery. And the chick's about to cross into Wonderland. She's about to be in the 100s for the first time. And I don't even know the last time. And so clearly the doctors didn't know what the freak they were talking about. So you're going to be assigned a mentor. Somebody who has just walked through what you're about to walk through. What I am telling you is I don't know of a thing on the planet that is, I'm sure there might be something, but I don't currently know of anything that if you have struggled with your weight, if you are currently struggling with your weight, if you are struggling with your health, that is more intensive and has the track record that this has, without going under the knife, without getting surgery, without doing anything extreme, without cutting out food groups, without spending hours a day in the gym. Most of the cast works out 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. That's it. They don't cut out carbs. They're not doing keto. They're not injecting themselves with it. They have a balanced diet. We actually teach you how to eat. We teach you the right foods to eat in the right quantities, when to eat them, all of that. We have you move your body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week. It's not about killing yourself. Most of the cast started off overweight. Actually, all of them started off overweight. Most of them started out of shape. Some of them hadn't worked out in a long time. It wasn't about them being a fitness expert. It was about them starting where they were and progressing forward. And so applications are going to be opening tomorrow. So in the description box, in the link, I will have the link for the applications. Here's what I will tell you. If you have struggled with your weight, if you have had more than 1 year where you have had a resolution that this is the year I'm going to lose weight. If just a couple months ago you said this is the year I'm going to lose weight, and it's March and you haven't done a whole lot yet, I'm going to encourage you to apply. Apply and pray. Because here's what I know. We're not going to be able to accept everybody. We're not going to be able to accept everybody who applies. But I'm going to pray the same way I did for the first season, that that the right people would apply. So applications down in the description box. When you're applying for this, you're applying to be a part of a 24-week program. The first 12 weeks are going to be the competition. At the end of those 12 weeks, one of the season 2 cast members is going to be crowned the winner of season 2. At the end of that, you're going to move into the lifestyle phase. And then you are also going to be mentoring the brand new people that'll be getting started in season 3. And what I will tell you is, I lost 161 pounds in 13 months, and which is cool. It's awesome. I went from a size 22 down to a size 2. Yay. That was fantastic. But what has surprised me more than anything is the fact that I've been able to keep it off for all those years. The fact that even after an unplanned pregnancy, baby number 3, I'm sitting here right now in my size 2 blue jeans. That was graceful, right? Size 2 blue jeans after 6 years. Still maintaining my weight. Stepping off the weight loss roller coaster. Because I had never done that. I had lost weight plenty of times. Never as much as I did that time, 6 years ago. But I had never maintained it. And so the fact that I am a coach, and the fact that I have other people that rely on me, the fact that I get to choose to either live by what I say or be a hypocrite, because it's either or. I don't get to do both. I either get to do what I say, I get to practice what I preach, I get to do as I say to all the clients that I work with from around the world, or I get to be a hypocrite. I get to say, you do this and I'm going to go do this. Practicing what I preach keeps me at a size 2. Being a hypocrite would have me ballooning right back up. But that has been one of the biggest secrets to my success, is keeping myself in a position of accountability. Why? Because I'm accountable to you. I'm accountable to every single one of you that watches a YouTube video. I'm accountable to my clients that pay me on a monthly basis to help them lose weight. And when you have a great level of accountability, you have a great level of success. When you raise your game and you start pulling out the best in other people, you naturally pull out the best in yourselves. When you start, it's just a game changer. That's all I'm going to say. It's a game changer. And so our season 1 cast is about to, I believe, have even more pulled out of them in the second 12 weeks than they did the first 12 weeks. So how does this work? When you click on the link in the description box, there's going to be some questions. You're going to fill out the form. You need to do your best with the questions. Why? Because that's part of what I'm looking at when I look at who I'm accepting. After that, there's going to be a video that you're going to get, and then there's going to be another form for you to fill out, because I want to make sure we're picking the right people. I want to make sure that if you're applying, that you're deadly serious about making a change. You're deadly serious about taking failure off the table. You are deadly serious about getting off the struggle bus, getting off the stress and striving and anxiety and overweight and not liking the reflection you're seeing staring back in the mirror, and getting on the bus that actually is going to get results. Getting off the sidelines and getting in the game. Someone who might be scared and afraid that what if this doesn't work? And someone that might, just the thought of applying, the thought of clicking on that link down below makes you go, that's okay. If the thought of it scares you. Most of the cast, season 1 cast, felt the same way. They were like, oh my goodness, what the frick am I doing? Can I do this? And there was excitement and fear all mixed into one. But they still made the choice to click on the application and fill it out on a hope and a prayer that they would be one of the cast members of season 1, the pilot season. And so there's going to be several questions. There's going to be a time commitment. It's going to be a commitment of time. You're going to have to be willing to say, yes, I'm willing to commit the time to learn what it takes to learn. I'm willing to spend the time in the group learning the right habits and getting rid of the bad habits. There's also a financial commitment that goes along with this for a couple different reasons. There's supplies you're going to need. Period. End of story. Great results don't happen on accident. There are certain things that I did and that I used to help me get the results that I got. Period. End of story. And there's certain supplies you're going to need inside of the group. And here's whenever something comes for free, most of the time when we get something for free, it has no value. We treat it as that. But when we have to put skin in the game, when we have to put our money where our mouth is, when we have to actually bet on ourselves, it ups your commitment level. It And when you up your commitment level, you up your results. So am I going to take anybody through this life-changing process for free? Absolutely freaking not. Never. Why? Because I'm committed. And the people that I'm going to work with, I need to know are at least is half as committed as I am. Because if you're not at least half as committed as I am, I'm not willing to work with you in this capacity this closely. But I know there's some of you watching this video right now. So I know without a shadow of a doubt, this is not for everybody. There's some of you that are fine staying on the fence. There's some of you that are fine talking about losing weight, but not really doing it. I get it. I was there for a long time. Talking about losing weight, talking about getting skinny was actually more fun than doing the work. There was a long season where I just wasn't ready to walk the walk. I was fully fine with talking the talk, but walking the walk, that was much scarier than talking. Sometimes walking the walk is much scarier than talking the talk. And there was many years I wasn't ready for that. And I know that some of you are currently there. You're like, no, I'm not ready to actually lose it. I just want to keep talking about it right now. And maybe someday I'll be ready for that. But I know there's a chunk of you that are watching this. I've been praying that have bawled your eyeballs out when you see transformation saying, why can't I? What's so special about that person? How come I can't do that? When you look in the mirror, you're not confident in the reflection staring back at you. Shopping has become a chore because nothing fits. I've been there. I know what you're going through. And I'm ready to help you get on the other side of this if you're ready. And so I'm going to press play here in just a second. I have a message from some of our castmates of season 1. I have a message of hope that if they can do it, so can you. I have a message that I'm going to press play on before we end in just a second of some of the people that were exactly where you were 3 months ago. And I want you to listen to this. And I want you to imagine, what if that was you? What if that was you? What if you said yes? What if you got in the game instead of being on the sidelines? So go ahead and watch this short clip.
Another season of Biggest Transformation? Apply now. Prior to Biggest Transformation, I was 400 pounds and feeling bad about myself. Just really stuck in my ways. And every time I lost weight, I just gained it back. I tried so many things. So now that I'm in Biggest Transformation, it's like nothing I've ever experienced. First of all, our coach, Carmen, she's been through this. She was 288 pounds, and she's dropped the weight, got to her goal weight, and kept it off for 5 years. So there's nobody better in my mind to teach me to do this than somebody that's already been through it. I'm with a group of like-minded people. Sure, I'm competing against them, and it's a little bit of fierce competition. It's awesome. But we spur each other on. We encourage each other. If somebody's having a bad day, they get on, chime in, and they get encouragement. Where else can you have an instant group of friends and encouragers? It's crazy. Have you applied yet? Apply now. Especially if you're feeling stuck, if you're a victim of your circumstances, if you're having a problem not gaining the weight back after you lose it, Carmen focuses on the mental game. She focuses on training your mind and training yourself to have the good habits and to identify the bad habits. That's one of the biggest things, identifying what's caused me to quit in the past and to get through it. Have you applied yet? Apply now. Have you applied yet? Why have you not clicked the button yet? Apply now.
Hey friend, just wanted to give you a little encouragement today. This is for the girl who is so exhausted from starting over. This is for the girl who truly has lost belief in herself. This is for the girl who has tried every single diet more than once, more than twice. I am encouraging you tonight to tell all your self-doubt and all your past failures to just step aside for a second and get out of your own way and submit the application to be a contestant on the next season of Biggest Transformation. I will say, without exaggeration, that this has been truly life-changing for me, and I know it will be for you too. In 8 weeks, the changes I've seen in my body, in my weight, but even better than all of that, inside have been truly transformational. You deserve this. Get out of your own way. Don't let fear be the boss of you, and just go for it.
Hi, the pictures you've just seen, the one in the yellow shirt was really just less about 3 months ago. Um, Carmen introduced the biggest transformation the beginning of the year. For one reason or another, I gained quite a bit of weight, as you can see in the picture with the yellow shirt. And I just felt like I couldn't lose it. I had gained 60 pounds in the last 5 years and couldn't get rid of it. And anyhow, we decided, it was about time to make a change. So we joined Carmen with the biggest transformation. And I can tell you, if you're struggling with your weight and you think you can't change and you think there's nothing you can do about it, I can tell you right now there's something you can do. This has been a very, I wouldn't call it difficult. It's been a lot of work. That would be the way to term it. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of dedication, but in a very short time, within the time, it's a 12-week course. These pictures are not doctored. They're true. The picture of me in the yellow is me less than 12 weeks ago, and the picture of me in the gray shirt today actually is from today. I've lost over 45 pounds. I'm trying to lose a little bit more. And Carmen has done just an amazing job inspiring us and encouraging us and helping us stay on track. And you can do it. So if you want to make a change in your life, I would encourage you today, even if you feel like you can't do it, that you've just had this weight forever and there's no way you can do it. I can tell you can do it. I did it. And there's nothing extraordinary about me. I held on to this weight for quite some time. So I encourage you today to change your life, change your habits, and join Carmen in the next biggest transformation.
Hi there, this is Peggy, one of the cast of the first Biggest Transformation cast. And I just want to encourage you to sign up. She takes weight loss to such a new level. It's every step of the way she's with you. She knows what's coming next. She warns you. She helps you through it, because everybody has a stopping point. And it's like, no, I can do this by myself. And it's like, and then you get discouraged, and then something happens and you beat yourself up, or you go off the deep end or something. But this keeps you grounded the entire 12 weeks. You're with a Marco Polo group with the whole group, so you are in contact every day. It is the best thing that I ever got picked for. I've lost 25 pounds. She is so smart in this field. So I just encourage all of you to sign up. If you're saying, oh, no, I don't need it, sign up. You need it. If you want results, you need it.
If you're someone that's been on the fence and hasn't been able to lose weight, hasn't been able to exercise, hasn't been able to commit, has felt like a weight loss failure umpteenth times, I'm here to tell you that was me. And if you join this group, it will be the best decision of your life. I've gained confidence. I've lost weight. I've gained lifetime friends. And I'm here to tell you that if you're on the fence and you want a better life, this is something you absolutely need to get a hold of. Carmen will not let you fail. And looking forward to watching anyone else who makes it and is lucky enough to be in season 2. Looking forward to watching how much they grow.
Hey everyone. So if you had just been watching Carmen's video, she was talking about the next season 2 of Biggest Transformation. And I am one of the participants of the first season. My name is Denise, and it has been transforming. So if you're thinking about it, but you're scared or uncertain or unsure if you can do it, I'm here to tell you it is totally possible. I have many health issues that I could use as an excuse to not have signed up and to not have done it. But instead, I took the plunge and I decided I needed to do this for me. I needed to once and for all figure out how to get this weight to a place that is healthier and better for me and for my family. And I have lost to date 30 pounds, which is pretty exciting, in a pretty big milestone. Through this journey, my daughter joined me, and she has lost almost 20 pounds. She is 16 years old. So not only am I transforming, but my daughter is starting to understand as well what healthy living looks like. So you can make a difference in your family's lives by you making the choice to sign up and do this for yourself. And so I'm challenging you today. If you're scared, not sure, it is so worth it. Every part of it is worth it. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. So don't miss out and go sign up as soon as it opens and get a spot in the season 2 transformation.
Hi, I'm Karen from season 1 of The Biggest Transformation. And if you're thinking about joining, I am so excited for you because one, you get to work with an amazing coach that is one-on-one with you. She is live with you. There's no guessing. If you have a problem, she's there to help you. And you have a group of amazing people that you get to talk with every stinking day. I mean, my group is amazing. And I am so glad that I did not hesitate. I let fear get out of my way. I let doubt get out of my way. And I jumped in with both feet because I wanted to change my life. So I urge you to just go ahead, take that plunge, you know. The other thing this season is that you will get one of us to also mentor you. And I think that is so exciting. I can't wait to be one of those 7 people that gets to mentor with one of yous. So you know what? Don't think about it. Just do it because it's time to change your life. And I promise you that it will change your life forever. It really will. So welcome aboard, and I can't wait to meet you.
I'm telling you, you guys are going to be so blessed by them. The fact that when you apply, the next cast is going to have those 7 as their personal mentors inside of this, being able to tell you I can't even talk. Tricks and tips of things that have worked for them to help them have success is just going to shorten your learning curve. I know without a shadow of a doubt that season 2 The cast of season 2 is going to start faster, stronger, and lose more than season 1 did, just because of the fact that you're going to have access to your very own personal mentor. It's going to be amazing. So without further ado, get down to the description box, click the application, fill it out. If you know somebody who has been struggling with their weight, I want to ask you to share this. Share it on your social media page. Share it on your Facebook wall. Send it in a text to somebody. These 7 people would not be where they are now if it wasn't for them clicking the link, filling out the application, and saying yes. Before you can have a change in your life, you've got to say yes to the change. It's only when you say yes that change can happen. And so I look forward to going through the applications. I look forward to picking our new cast and having an even more powerful season 2 than season 1, if that's even freaking possible. But I truly believe it is. So thank you so much for watching. Applications in the description box. We'll see you on the next one.